Olori Tobiloba that almost pushed Paropa down now remember that Paropa can help her. Anyway, that is if she can get the help from him, because I don't think Paropa can help her. She's in the palace. She knows everything that is happening. This Paropo, sorry, is the same person that have said that he cannot accept Toby's children to be his grandchildren because he doesn't know the blood that they carry. Hello, my lovely people. You are welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and according to the time you are seeing this video. How are you doing? I hope you are good. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you and God bless you. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you so much. My God will bless you abundantly. Thank you so much. So, according to the alleged information reaching us, before Tobiloba came back to the palace, she went to different kinds of babalawo. That one is certain, of which some of them are now being reviewed. Yes, she went to different. When Kabiyesi said that she is not going to bring her back because of those paternity tests, the identity of her, the real mother of the children and all of that, Kabiyesi decided that Tobiloba is not going to be welcomed back to the palace. So since then, the thing have been giving Tobiloba the sleepless nights, because when Kunomi gave birth to Tadenikawo, Kunomi only stayed for 21 days, I think, and she was welcomed back to the palace. So her own don't pass 3 months, 4 months, how many months? It's more than 4, 5 months, and she was not welcome back. When she finally came back, after all the things she did, we heard that she went to Paropo and was like, Paropo, you are the reason why Kabiyesi did not welcome her back. That he knows that you are the one that convinced Kabiyesi not to welcome her back. That you think she didn't know that she knows everything. You know that before then, Kabiyesi's father called her and was like, why are you behaving this way? Why are we hearing that you are going to a hotel with a man? Have you forgotten that you are an Olori? Have you forgotten that you are Kabiyesi's wife, king's wife for that matter? That kind of thing is not good to hear in the ear at all. And they said that she was like, is she a stone? That since Kabiyesi doesn't give her attention again, does Kabiyesi's father want her to die of conji? So after that time, she developed some kind of hatred for Kabiyesi's father because of what Kabiyesi's father called and they advised her. Yes. So when she came back that time, she went to Kabiyesi's father blasting this man. I know that you are the one that told your son not to welcome me back, but you can see me. I am back to the palace. I am back and I'm not going to leave this palace again. Hey, they said that Paropo was telling her, yeah, leave this place. And that she's not going anywhere, even if she will leave. That she wants to remind you that she knows that you are the one that told Kabiyesi not to bring her back. And to go and you convince Kabiyesi to go and bring Kunomi back to the palace without anybody's consent, without telling anybody. And you people welcome Kunomi back to the palace on her way. Nobody knows when it happened. The next thing they are hearing is that Kunomi is in the palace and she's in the royal manor. That she knows that you are the cause of all of this. You are the reason for all this welcome back. But no problem. She just wants to remind you that she's back in the palace and nobody is going to push her out again. That is what we heard. Allegedly, she told Kabiyesi's father. I know that Kabiyesi's father is not a talking type. If he just advise you, just overlook you. So according to what we heard that Kabiyesi's father, I don't know, it's not because of that thing she told Kabiyesi's father that made that man to come and say that he doesn't want to accept those children as his grandchildren, that he doesn't know the blood, The man was just being simple. Because how we heard that Tobiloba accepted that she's going to do DNA test. The children should be taken to inside the Odua shrine for confirmation. But Tobiloba, when she came back to the palace, she changed her mind and said that she's not going to allow anybody to take her children. into the Odua shrine, especially Adesina. Nobody is taking Adesina anywhere. That if anything should happen to her son, what would they tell her? This and that. So after all of that, they said that Kabiyesi's father was like, "Oh, you know what you did? You are afraid." She said that she's afraid that nobody is going to take her son that place. If anything should happen to her son, they'll come and tell her story that touches the heart, abi. That no be how. That she no go allow her pikin enter that place. So my people, according to what we heard, they said that Kabiyesi's father was like, okay, since you not allow this, I'm not going to accept these children as my own because I don't know whether they are carrying my son's blood or not. Now that everything is serious, because we heard that she packed into the royal manor and Kabiyesi's father and Kabiyesi came and ordered her out by fire by force. So, and again, Kabiyesi also told her that she should go back to her father's house to go and learn manners, that she doesn't have manners. And all of these things, Kabiyesi is busy, is mean. Yes, Kabiyesi is mean this time around because that one that Kabiyesi told her to go out of that royal manor, Kabiyesi used force on her and she's no longer at the royal manor right now. And I heard she now packed into the Olori's quarter, crying and yelling and doing everything, yelling at everybody. Anybody that calls her way, she will yell. But who cares? Okay. I think Kabiyesi, there is something that happened between her and cars. You know that Kabiyesi bought her 2 cars. She just got married to Kabiyesi under 2 years, but Kabiyesi had bought her 2 cars. And when she came back to the palace, she left the 2 cars in Ikoyi and started dragging the one that is in the palace. And Kabiyesi later told her that she should pack it. So that with that car issue, Kabiyesi was like she wanted to collect those 2 that he bought for her. The thing started, in short, anything that Kabiyesi is doing this time around, Kabiyesi is being mean. So she now said that whatever Kabiyesi says, Kabiyesi is serious about it. It's no longer that anyhow Kabiyesi that if you talk, you no go do. So she now went to see Paropo. She rushed to Paropo's house and started to beg Paropo. Paropo was like, "What are you doing here?" Me that you almost pushed down. Because you are saying that I'm the one that told my son not to bring you back, abi? Did you do DNA test and they did not bring you back? Like, did you present a DNA test so that these babies are our own and you're not welcome back? Now you are finally back to the palace. You are doing anyhow. Anybody, we can now start being afraid of you, abi? That you're leaving this palace. So Kabiyesi's father told her that she should leave his house. She was like, "Please now talk to Kabiyesi. You know he's your son. You know how to speak to him and he will understand. And let him not send us out of the palace." She's not even begging for the importance of not to go out of the palace. The palace that you are already supposed to, in short, the palace you're not even supposed to be in. She's begging. And Kabiyesi's father was like, "Leave my house. Leave my house. I cannot accept you in this house, and I'm not going to speak to Kabiyesi for anything. Since you refuse to take your children to the Odua shrine for verification, leave my house. Leave my house. Which kind of thing with this one?" I said that Paropa was like, she should leave. Oh, which kind of thing be that one self? Anyway, when I heard this one, I was like, Tobiloba, it's time you change for good, and be able to raise these children well. Guys, thank you for listening, and don't forget that all of these are alleged information. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.